Irvine, California. They had plans to make millions with a suppository they believed would prevent the transmission of the AIDS virus. 2 weeks ago, that all changed. Ford's partner, James Riley, was shot in the face in the company parking lot. He survived, and police focused their investigation on his partner, Dr. Ford. Before police could question Ford, he committed suicide.
The people who knew Larry Ford in his neighborhood, they had no idea what he was up to, that he was working with the South African germ warfare program. Larry Ford was messing around with chemical biological warfare agents, and he was mutating germs. He had perfected these germs and mutated them to the point that they had absolutely no known antidotes. No known antidotes. They're in the house, there are cops going in there. What do you do?
Fitzpatrick dialed the police to warn them.
We checked the home, we found some 20 to 30 of these baby food jar-sized containers. We found a half-liter bottle, and we removed these substances. We've sent them to a laboratory. They're still being tested. We still don't know what they are.
So what was Larry Ford up to? And on whose behalf was he working?
Larry was a wonderful fellow, mad as a hatter. He used to rock up in South Africa, having flown intercontinental flights with a trousers pocket full of goodies in sealed vials that he claimed were new and wonderful organisms and could do the most wonderful things on Earth.
Larry Ford had mutated cholera, typhoid, anthrax, botulism, bubonic plague, and had also come up with germs that he called kaffir-killing germs. Kaffir, as you may know, in Afrikaans, is the equivalent of the N-word. So these were germs that were specifically engineered to kill only black people.
In other words, an ethnic biological weapon. Had Project Coast really gone this far?
From the beginning, this idea of can we find a way to control the size of the black population was considered one of the most important areas of research. It got even more important over time as the size of the black population and the seriousness of the uprisings increased. So that's one reason why they got into genetic modification, research into is there a way to have contraceptives that could somehow basically sterilize blacks without them knowing it, and kind of all kinds of what at the time, or in hindsight, seemed like pretty far out research.
There was some talk about an ethnic weapon. Project Coast working on, there was, quote, black bomb.
That was great, yeah, that was the most fun I've had in my life. That whole episode of the ethnic weapon was very well set out in court, in the court papers. What happened is we had the objective to synthesize a certain protein that was in sperm for contraceptive purposes. The objective was that if you could immunize a woman against sperm, then you would make her infertile. We were asked to do this by another country who had a